Hello everyone and welcome to our first ever ANC attendee webinar. My name is Jordan Mathlon and some of you may recognize me from our webinar Wednesdays. As usual, I'll fade into the background shortly to assist with today's presentation. I want to start off by thanking you all for joining us today. We are really excited for this year's virtual ANC and can't wait to share all of the new innovative features and what you'll experience on your ANC journey. I'm now going to step away and hand it over to our first speaker. This individual has been such an incredibly strong leader for all of us over this past year, and he also happens to have one of the most contagious smiles I think I've ever come across. Everyone, please help me give a very warm virtual welcome to our SNA President, Mr. Reginald Ross.
Thank you, Jordan, for those kind words. It is indeed an honor for me to be on today and to share with you as we take a sneak peek at the platform that SNA has selected to use to host their very first virtual ANC. What we'll do today is review the schedule at a glance, review the various learning formats and networking opportunities, and show you how to navigate the platform and provide instructions on all the various features the platform has to offer so you can make the most of your experience. So we're going to start out with a poll question. The question is, are you registered for ANC 2021? Responses are, of course, not yet, but planning on it, undecided, or no. So let's see, those of you on the call today, whether or not you have registered for ANC 2021. Okay, as we get those responses in, we are all excited. Of course, great, 93% have already registered, not yet, but planning on it for 5%, and we have 1% no. So we just got to hit those last few who have not yet registered. Get you registered for ANC, and we definitely look forward to seeing you in just a couple of weeks. At this time, I would like to thank this year's ANC co-advisors for everything they did in planning and putting together SNA's first virtual ANC. A big thank you to both Richard Browder and Chris Burkhardt. Rich is taking a well-deserved vacation this week, and Chris is unable to join us, but you will see both of them at ANC. So instead, our SNA staff members, Jen Louie and Sarah Kilkenny, will walk us through what to expect. Jen?
Thank you, Reggie. Thank you for your leadership, your sense of humor, and dedication during this complicated and unusual year. We really could not have done it without you. And hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. Our goal today is to help make you aware of everything virtual ANC has to offer, so you're totally ready to take advantage of the training, the exhibits, and the many opportunities once ANC is here. Sarah and I are going to walk you through the schedule, the major highlights, and then Alyssa, who represents our phenomenal virtual platform partner, will actually walk you through the virtual platform. We know your time's valuable, especially in the virtual space where there are so many other distractions. So what we've done is we've done our best to deliver training that's customized to the virtual environment. This year, you can expect several different session formats like 2-hour pre-conferences and 50-minute education sessions, section meetings, but also shorter formats like 10-minute show and tells, where you can get a behind-the-scenes look at how another school nutrition program operates. Short culinary demos, short learning bursts, and ideas at work sessions, all designed to give you practical ideas that you can use in your district. Also, keep in mind, the training is going to be interactive. Speakers will be there to live chat with you using the chat throughout their sessions. We are also offering the opportunity to network. You might think, oh, virtual, no networking, but there's lots of networking. You can continue conversations started within sessions or just among your colleagues through discussion groups in the platform. And we are going to have meetups throughout the days. So definitely check those out. Attendees will receive 8.5 CEUs for attending ANC. You can earn more than 8.5 by attending pre-conferences or sessions on demand, since the platform will be open until the end of August. So you can go back in there and keep accumulating CEUs. A training tracker like the one you see on screen is going to be available at the SNA booth in the platform. So you can track all the sessions you've taken live or on demand. And if there are any registered dietitians out there, we're going to have a simple way for you to claim your CPEUs at the end of the conference. Look out for a link to get that certificate at the SNA booth in the virtual platform. So now let's dive into some of the content. Our opening general session speaker on Tuesday the 13th is Ben Nemtin. He's a motivational speaker who provides practical ways we can foster personal resilience in the face of uncertainty. And we certainly need that after this year. Our closing keynote is Crystal Washington, who's a technology strategist and futurist. And she discusses how we can use technology tools to nurture relationships with our peers and community. You'll also want to check out our section meetings. We kick off the conference on Tuesday the 13th at 11 a.m. with the district director section meeting. You don't want to miss this. You're welcome to learn how to slay your way back after COVID with our 4 awesome slay speakers who are directors from Georgia, and they're going to discuss how to guide your program back to pre-pandemic financial stability. Later on that day from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern, state agency representatives can engage with the USDA team and hear the latest USDA update in their state agency section meeting. And please note that is the one state section meeting that is for state agencies only. Everyone else can go to the other section meetings. On Thursday the 14th, we've got our major city section meeting, which will be a 75-minute in-depth conversation with key stakeholders on procurement for major cities. And stress management and wellness are major topics of focus at ANC. Be sure to attend the employee manager section meeting on Wednesday with Dr. Tammy West. And again, all section meetings are open for everyone except for the state agency section meeting. Other education highlights, there are so many great sessions, but here are a few. The Richard B. Russell Leadership Series, which will be on Thursday, is where Irvin Watson and Donette Worthy candidly discuss personal biases that get in the way of creating inclusive teams and how to challenge these assumptions. In general, inclusion, diversity, equity are themes throughout ANC, so you will see that reflected in a few different sessions. We also have a fun session on a difficult topic, navigating recruiting and retention staffing challenges. And what's unique about this session is it's going to be illustrated. So you're going to have a graphic animator designing the session as the speakers speak. There'll be a USDA update for all attendees. And then Reggie and Patty are going to moderate a live town hall discussion where you'll hear from great panelists, and we'll try and crowdsource solutions around the major challenges in school nutrition, like the disruption we're seeing to the supply chain, product shortages, and staffing. Now let's review the schedule in detail. As a reminder, all times on the schedule are listed on East Coast time. However, one of the features of the platform is that the times on the platform automatically appear in your designated time code. All registered attendees now have access to the platform. If you've already accessed the platform, please go ahead and type it into chat. We'd love to know if you've checked it out yet. So you can go in now and check out the exhibit booths, explore the companies and products and services that are there. On Monday the 12th, the exhibit hall is open for directors only to make appointments with exhibitors. On Monday, we also have several great pre-conference workshops available for you at an additional fee. And if you're interested in participating in a pre-conference workshop and haven't added it to your schedule, just email us at meetings@schoolnutrition.org or check out the chat for more details about how you can add it. On Monday, we're also going to have a meetup just for managers from 4 to 4:30, where people can meet and connect and network. On Tuesday, the exhibit hall will open all day, and you can schedule appointments with exhibitors by clicking on an available meeting time in their booth. And Alyssa is going to show us how to do that. The district director section meeting with the SLA team is at 11 a.m. Then NEMTN kicks off at 1 p.m. And then we move into exhibit hall only time, which means booth staff is available at the booth, followed by some education sessions. And then at the end of the day, come join us for a meetup. The topics for the meetups are varied, and they may change based on what we notice people are talking about. But we know that at least a couple of these meetups, one will be trivia. It'll be a really fun trivia game. And then the other will be a school chef meetup. So again, you can add these to your calendar when you're in the platform. On Wednesday, we have the town hall that begins at 11:30 a.m. More education sessions, as well as culinary demos, the research and best practices poster presentation, and the employee manager section meeting. We'll close out the day with a show and tell and some more meetups. And one of those meetups is an opportunity to introduce your furry or feathered friend to other attendees. So it'll be fun to get to know everybody that way. Thursday is the last day of the conference, and you want to make sure to make appointments with any exhibitors since it's the last day. The major city section meeting happens on that day, as well as more education sessions, culinary demos, and ideas at work. We also have our second keynote speaker, Crystal Washington, and then we'll close out the conference with an optional toast to everything our school nutrition community has accomplished over the past year, and we'll do a toast to look forward to sunny Orlando, where we'll be in person at ANC 2022. So a couple of things, when we talked with Richard and Chris, our co-advisors, they suggested that you have a plan as you navigate virtual ANC. So what that means is read through the sessions being offered. You can go in now, add them to your agenda. You can always make changes later on. And if you're attending ANC with a few people from your team, divide and conquer and participate in different sessions so you can report back to one another. Many longtime ANC attendees also like to schedule a debrief together as a team to share ideas after the conference. So consider scheduling that debrief meeting. All attendees are going to receive an action planner where you can jot down your notes and bring them to that kind of debrief meeting. Plus, remember that all registered attendees will have access to the platform until August 31st. So if there was a session that you think a team member of yours missed that they should go see, you can just encourage them towards that. So you may be asking, so hang on, what's the difference between a discussion group and a meetup? And I'm going to try and clarify what these are for you. So discussion groups are like chat rooms, kind of like a Facebook or a LinkedIn chat. And they're available throughout the conference for you to chat and discuss with your colleagues around a variety of topics or in peer groups. And then you can look for those on the discussion group tab. Meetups are more like in-person networking events. We're hosting them through Zoom so you can meet each other at specific times. And both offer unique networking opportunities that you really can't usually get when participating in a virtual conference. So now that I've gone over the schedule and tried to shed some light on the education, I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful Director of Meetings, Sarah Kilkenny, who's been working tirelessly to make sure ANC is the best possible experience for everyone. She's going to go over the other exciting piece of this conference, which is the virtual exhibit floor. Sarah?
Thank you, Jen. So this year's virtual exhibit hall features over 135 companies, showcasing over 850 products, services, and equipment. You can go in now and start exploring who is there and what they have to offer. You can bookmark specific exhibitors you want to make appointments with, or you want to chat or visit their booth. And you can search for the exhibitors by company type, as well as by what types of products or services they offer. If you see a specific product you like, you can add it to your wish list and come back to it later. You can even export your wish list. From food and beverage, technology and equipment, to safety and sanitation items, packaging and serving tools, you are bound to find everything you are looking for and more in the exhibit hall and product marketplace. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is the difference between the exhibit hall being open and exhibit hall access? You can honestly access the exhibit hall at any time you would like, now that the platform is open to everyone and ready to be explored. During the conference days on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the exhibit hall will be open and booth personnel will be available to chat with you from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern each day. You can also make appointments with exhibitors, and the times that they are available will be shown within their booth. On Monday, appointments will be available to directors only, as this is the director's all-access time that has been set aside. Alyssa will show you how to make these appointments when she walks us through the platform shortly. Speaking of the director's all-access pass, exclusive time has been set aside for directors on Monday, July 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time to network with exhibitors and make appointments with the exhibitors participating. Those who participate in the Director's All Access Pass and visit with all of these booths will be entered into a drawing to win one of 10 conference registration packages for 2022. That means that you will receive a free registration to SNA's 3 main conferences, SNIC, LAC, and ANC. While Monday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern is the time set aside exclusively for directors to make appointments with exhibitors, you have the duration of the conference to meet with each of these exhibitors, so you do not have to meet with all of them on Monday during that time. As mentioned earlier, many of our exhibitors have opted to host a roundtable or a focus group. Come learn about the industry resources for your school nutrition program. Each company will provide solutions within a 25-minute roundtable or focus group session. This is a can't-miss opportunity to learn and connect. If an exhibitor is hosting one of these, you will see it listed in their exhibit booth. However, you can also search for roundtables, specifically through the session type. And again, Alyssa can show us how to do this when she walks through the platform. If you want to sign up for one or more of these roundtables, you can add it to your schedule. Please note that space is limited for some of these, and some are even invite only. So if you are one of the individuals that the company would like to invite, look in your email for that invitation. So while we have a unique opportunity for directors to win prizes through the Director's All Access Pass, we also are offering the ability for all operator attendees to win up to 16 great prizes by participating in the Exhibitor Scavenger Hunt. The Scavenger Hunt form can be found on the homepage of the platform and has questions that participating exhibitors have come up with that you will need to find out the answers to. You can only discover those answers by speaking with one of the booth personnel. The form should autosave, so you can partially fill it out and then come back and complete it later. However, we recommend you use the page in the action planner that has the form to jot down the answers and then come back to the online form and complete it at one time and submit it. Once you have answered all the questions, please click on Submit on the form no later than Thursday, July 15th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern to be eligible to be entered into the drawing for several great prizes. Some of these prizes include hotel upgrades at one of SNA's contracted hotels in Orlando for ANC 22, gift cards that can be used at Marriott hotels and Landry's restaurants, and some incredible ticket packages to attractions in the Orlando area. Again, when Alyssa goes over the platform in detail, she will make sure to show you exactly where to find this form and what it looks like. Culinary Demos, an ANC favorite. There's nothing more delicious than discovering fresh ways to prepare and serve school meals. Learn from experts who can share culinary secrets and nutrition tips to increase participation at your school. Preview the ANC schedule to learn more about this year's Culinary Demos. You can also search for Culinary Demos specifically within the schedule by clicking on Culinary Demo in the session type drop-down filter. The SNA Strive to Thrive Wellness app, sponsored by Jennie-O Turkey Store, was designed to enhance your physical and mental health and keep you moving in the right direction, step by step, activity by activity. The ANC 21 Virtual Wellness Challenge is scheduled to start on Tuesday, July 13th. So be sure to download the app today and take part in the current spring challenge to get warmed up. The new product showcase that everyone looks for when we are in person at ANC has been reimagined and is now called What's New, What's Hot. The showcase will feature the newest products, services, and equipment introduced to schools from August 2019 to July 2021. Please stop by to learn more about the many featured products and services. You can find these products and services by clicking on the What's New, What's Hot button on the homepage of the platform, and then you can browse these items by product type or search for certain keywords. Again, once you find products you are interested in, simply click on the bookmark icon to add them to your wish list. This year we have an ANC 21 virtual photo booth. You can participate in this virtual photo booth starting on Monday, July 12th. Attendees will have the opportunity to take photos, GIFs, and boomerang videos in a unique conference memorabilia setting. An added feature to bring participants together includes an integrated digital mosaic built in real time using each attendee's photo to create a larger master picture. The mosaic will be downloadable and printable upon completion. This is an excellent way to engage and have fun with your colleagues via group photos and selfies. Many of our exhibitors have put up some prizes and giveaways. So make sure you stop by the product marketplace on the virtual platform to learn more about the many featured products and services, along with some of these great prizes and giveaways from our exhibitors. And now I will turn it over to Alyssa to take a deep dive into the actual platform and how to set up your profile, navigate through all the content and features, and create your agenda.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm excited to today walk you all through the platform that's being used for the virtual ANC this year. At this point, you should be able to see the platform that's being shared on my screen. And let me go ahead and move this over. Okay, perfect. So we'll start with how to access the virtual platform, how to update your profile. We'll walk through some of the different navigation areas within the platform and different educational opportunities that are available to you and how to network with other participants during the event. So on Monday of this week, you should have received an email if you're registered for the event that allowed you access into the platform. And I can show you an example. Here's what that email looked like. It would come from noreply@swapcard.com. If you receive this email, this blue button here, Let's Get Started, will take you directly into the platform and log you right in with your profile and into the homepage. If you didn't see this email, I would recommend taking a look in your spam folder just in case it accidentally went in there. But if not, no worries. There's another way you can access the platform. So at any time, you can go to www.swapcard.com. This is the platform that's being used for ANC, and click on Login as a Participant. If you use your email address that was provided during the registration process, the platform will recognize you and take you into the ANC event. Once you're in, you'll be able to see the platform homepage here. And one of the first steps that you'll want to take when you access the platform is updating your profile, and that can be found here on the left side. So when you first come in, you should see some of your information that you provided during registration, but you'll want to go ahead and click this edit button, and this will take you into being able to see your profile and edit some of the information. So if I click the edit button, it will walk you through step-by-step of the information that's included in your profile. So the first is your headshot, so you can upload your photo using just a JPEG or PNG file. So if you hover over the circle, you'll see a plus sign here, and that will allow you to select a file from your device and upload it as your picture. There are some specs included. If you know how to resize a photo, you're welcome to do that, or the platform will allow you to crop your photo down to get your headshot within that circle. You can also go through and edit your information, and you'll see this arrow at the bottom of each of the profile pages that allows you to jump through the next section. You can add a bio about yourself, a little bit about your interests or your role, And then we've set up some custom fields that are related to the event, and we'll show you where these are visible later on in the platform as well. But if you could go through and select your location, if there's any products and services that you're interested in, your district size, your role within school nutrition, and go through and select answers to those questions. The next will be social media. So the platform has over 15 different social networks included, and this will show up as social media buttons within your profile. So if you participate on any of these platforms, you can simply add your account name or your Twitter handle or your Instagram account name to the end of these URLs, and that will automatically create these social media buttons within your profile. Next is your contact details. So it will include your email address, a phone number, address that you want to provide. One thing to note about the contact details is these will not initially be available to everyone on the platform. So attendees will be sending connection requests, and I can show you what that looks like in a few minutes. But once you accept a connection request, then your contact details will become visible. And then lastly is your company information. So you'll see that my company GES has been added to my profile here and populates down under the company section. You can go ahead and search for your company name and it will populate. And if you don't see it, there is an option to create a new company. And once someone on your team creates that company, then it will be available for all of your other team members to add to their profile as well. And then at any time, you'll just want to click out of this window and that will save the updates to your profile. So you can come back here throughout the event if you want to make any updates, but that will be the main steps to be able to update your profile. And then we can return back to the home page at any point by clicking the home button here. So now I'm going to walk you through some of the different areas of the platform, how to navigate to the sessions, how to network with other participants throughout the event. So the first buttons are all here along the top. So this will take you to a lot of the different areas of the platform, as well as you'll find some of them located here lower on the page. So the first one is the MyAgenda button. And this is really your individualized portal within the platform. So any of the sessions that you add to your schedule, any of your meetings, any of the connections that you make throughout the event, those are all going to populate here within your MyAgenda area. So you can view your schedule, your meetings, your contacts, any companies that you bookmark or items that you've added to your wish list. And these will all be available for you to come back to and reference during the event, and as long as the platform's open. And then on each page, you have the option to export that information. So you can export your calendar if you prefer to bring it over to your Outlook calendar or another calendar system, or you can export your contacts. So always available in the MyAgenda button. Next is the schedule. So this is where you'll find all of the events taking place throughout ANC, including education sessions, meetups, and there's a few different ways that you can find the sessions or events that you're looking for. So the first way is utilizing these dates across the top of the page. So as you click on a date, those will load for that specific date. And as Jen mentioned earlier, all of these times that you're seeing for the sessions are automatically going to update to your time zone. So right now I'm in the Eastern time zone, and you can see that here on the left. So these are showing in Eastern time, but if I was California, these would all change over to that time zone. Another way that you can find sessions, in addition to the dates at the top, are utilizing these filters that have been set up. So you can search for a specific session if you know the title, but you can also use these drop downs to look either by key area, by specific topic, and if you select one of these, it will filter down to only include the sessions that are related to that topic, by target audience, and then also by session type. So as Sarah and Jen both mentioned, there's a lot of different types of sessions that are included within this schedule. Culinary demos, education sessions, your general sessions, roundtables, as Sarah mentioned. So as you click on these, you can see that it will narrow down to just that type of session. So you can definitely utilize the filters to find the sessions that you're looking for. As I go through, and then you can also take those filters off if you want to return to the full schedule. As you're going through the agenda, you have the ability to register for a session, which adds it to your schedule in your MyAgenda area. So that is located here on the right side of the different sessions. You'll see this little plus sign icon, so that will register for you for a session. Or as you're going through, if you want to learn some additional information about that specific session, you can click on it and it will take you to the session page where you'll be able to read a longer description about the session, check out the speakers, see the target audience or the topic. You can see any documents that have been added, other attendees that are planning to participate in that session, and then click that register button from this page as well. And this is ultimately the page that you'll come back to watch the session at the specific session time. So where you see this image here, it will actually play the session video when it's time for the session to start. And then there's a lot of different interaction tools that are available to you during the sessions. So down at the bottom, you'll see this button that says live discussion. When you click on this, this will bring up this window that gives you some different interaction options. So first, there will be a live chat. So during any of the sessions, you can use this to write a message, chat with other attendees that are participating in the session or the speakers. You have the ability to upload images using this plus sign. You can also use the center tab called questions to submit a question to the speaker. So this will load up all of the questions that are being asked. And as attendees ask questions, you can use a thumbs up sign to, if you agree with that question and have the same one, vote those up and the most popular questions will rise to the top. And then finally, there's polls. So as you're participating in the sessions, a speaker may ask a poll question or ask you to respond to a question, and that will be available here. So all of those features are available within the live discussion box. Okay, so that is really your main schedule for the event. We'll go to find all of the sessions taking place, but you can also look at all of the speakers. So if I go ahead and click on the speaker button, I can take a look at all of the speakers within ANC, take a look at their profiles, I can connect with them. So for example, if I click on Mark, I can view his profile. I have the option to submit a connection request to him if I'm interested in connecting with him. But then you'll also see on each speaker's profile that it highlights the session that they're speaking at, and you can add it to your calendar right from his profile as well. So that's an additional way that you can find sessions you might be looking for. Okay. Next, I'm going to go through some of the different networking features within the platform using this attendees button here at the top. And this will take you to the list of everyone that's participating in the event. So you'll see across the top here, there's a section called AI matches. That is people that are recommended that you should meet. So that might be based on your profile or some of the interests that you've selected or sessions that you're attending. So you can definitely take a look at those recommendations across the top. You can also see people who are currently online on the platform by looking for this green dot. So that will show you people who are actively on the platform at that time. And then as you continue to scroll down, you can see all of the attendees on the platform. At any point, you have the option to make yourself not visible if that's your preference, just by using this toggle switch. But if you are willing to network and be involved in the event, we would recommend keeping this turned on so other attendees can find you. And then you can also utilize the filters here on the left to find people you might be interested in meeting. So these are some of the questions that we looked at together when we were looking at how to edit your profile. And this is one of the main ways that those are used. So I could click on location and find other people that may be located in the same state as me. I could look for other people. Maybe it's my first time attending ANC and I want to find other people attending for the first time. You could look at products and services people may be interested in, look by school district size and find attendees with a similar school district size. So using these features, you'll be able to narrow down the list and connect with others that you may be interested in meeting. So I'm going to show you an example of a profile, and I'm going to use Jen's profile, who's on here with us today. So if I click on Jen, you can see that Jen and I have not connected yet because I have this option to send her a connection request. So I could, if I'm interested in meeting Jen and I took a look at her profile, I can go ahead and send her a message and go ahead and submit that request. And Jen on her side is going to receive my connection request and can accept it. And you can see once I've sent that connection, now I have the ability to chat back and forth with Jen. And she's also going to show up within my networking contacts here under MyAgenda. So one of the main ways to talk back and forth is using this chat feature. And no matter where you are on the platform, you'll get those message alerts. So I don't have to stay on Jen's profile to be able to chat with her, but up here with these little message icons, I will get an alert here every time that I get a response back or an active chat. So I know that I have a new message. And then also here within her profile, you'll notice these meeting times. And these are times that are set up for you to have video calls within the platform or audio calls by selecting one of these times. So maybe I want to meet with Jen on Monday at 9:30, and it will be a virtual meeting. I can send Jen a message about why I want to meet or the topic of our meeting and send that request. And then Jen is going to get a notification up here. So where this bell icon is all of your platform alerts. So she'll receive a notification that I am interested in meeting with her. And then where you can find all of your requested meetings is again in that My Agenda button. So if I click on my Agenda and look at my meetings, I can see that earlier today, Renee requested a meeting with me. And I can see that that's an invitation that's pending and I can confirm that meeting time. But I can see also that Margaret requested a meeting with me and I've already confirmed that meeting. So when your meeting is confirmed, you'll see that green confirm box show up on your schedule. And then when it's time to start that meeting in the platform, you'll want to click these three dots and that will allow you to either send a message or start that video call within the platform. And again, that's all from your My Agenda button. When we were on Jen's profile, I mentioned that we could be messaging back and forth as well. So if I click on those message icons up here at the top, you'll see that these are all of my messages within the event. So you'll see that Jen just responded to my chat I sent her, so I got that notification up at the top. And you can see all of your other messages as well. So, Margaret and I were messaging earlier, so I can send her a chat back. I also have the ability to upload documents or photos to Margaret using this plus sign icon. It will allow you to select a file from your device that you're using, as well as at any time during the event, you can launch a spontaneous video call. So you always have your scheduled meetings, but at any time I could just go ahead and click this video call button. And this is similar to what your one-on-one meetings will also look like. And so now we can see that Margaret is joining my video. We can both turn our videos on. And now we can have a video in the platform. So within that video call, you can also share your screen. So if you wanted to show someone a presentation, you have that option. So you can share your screen within those video calls as well. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the main home page again by clicking either the home button or the home icon here. And that was the attendee button. And now we're going to move into some of the exhibiting opportunities that Sarah had talked about. So the first button you'll want to take a look at is exhibitors. So this is all of the different exhibiting companies participating within ANC. So you can go ahead and take a look at all of the companies that are participating. You can also search if you have a specific name that you want to look for, or you can utilize these filters here set up on the left. So you can look by different company types, or if you have a specific product or service in mind or type of product, you can sort by that as well. So as you click on one of these boxes, I could take a look at all of the companies offering beverage products and use those filters. For today, I'm going to take a look at SNA's booth within the platform. And as you'll see, this is an example of one of the virtual booths. So as you scroll down on the booth, you can see information about the company. You can check out their social media or any of their contact information. You can also see products and services that they've uploaded and click on those to learn more about the different products. And I'll show you those in a little bit more detail in a minute. You can view documents that have been uploaded for you, as well as check out their team that's managing their booth during ANC. You can click on their team's profiles if you wanted to connect with someone directly. But there's also a few other ways that you can interact with the virtual booths. So the first option is here on the right side. You can chat with the booth. So I could send them a message right here through the chat box. And again, that will always come through your message icon. So you don't have to remain on this page. And then down below here, you also have the book a meeting option with the booths. So with the different exhibiting companies, very similar to how I just showed you on Jen's profile. These are also time slots that are available within the booth. So if I was interested in meeting, at 10:30, I could click on that time and again, send a meeting request to the exhibiting company. On their side, they'll go ahead and let you know once that meeting's confirmed and you'll receive a notification up at the top. And then those meetings with exhibit booths will also appear in your My Agenda button and be a video call within the platform. So when we were looking at the booth, we were looking at these products and services that exhibiting companies have uploaded. And all of these products and services are also populating into an overall marketplace within the event. So you'll see this button here called Product Marketplace. So this features all of the products and services from all of the exhibiting companies throughout the event. So there's 3 buttons here at the top that you can use to sort through these and find what you're looking for. So first is the products and services. By clicking on this button, it will allow you to further narrow down your search by a specific type of products. So maybe I'm interested in food products and I can click on food, and then even further refine that search down to desserts and snacks or protein. There's also filters set up here on the left that will allow you to dive down even further. So maybe I'm looking for something that's individually wrapped or plant-based. And as you go through and you click on one of these items, as Sarah mentioned, you'll have the option to add it to your wish list here. So as you add those products to your wish list, they'll populate in your MyAgenda area, and you can always come back to those or export those from the platform at any time. Also in the product marketplace is What's New, What's Hot. So those are all of the featured products and services that were newly introduced since August 2019. So you can view those products here, or as well as use that What's New, What's Hot button available at the top. And then there's also prizes and giveaways that exhibitors are offering. So if you click on the prizes and giveaways, it will show you all the different options here, and you can click on one of them. And each exhibiting company has provided some instructions to help let you know exactly what the rules or competition is and what steps you need to take to be entered to win that prize or giveaway. So for example, some exhibitors have uploaded links to fill out or up to an online form. So take a look at the different products and giveaways. You could also add those to your wish list if you want to come back to them and complete the steps later. So those are available to you as well. There's 2 other opportunities related to exhibitors up here at the top, the AllAccess Pass and also the Exhibitor Scavenger Hunt. So the Director's AllAccess Pass, so this area is specifically for directors. If you're a director in the event, these are the companies that are participating within the Director's AllAccess. So you'll want to come to this button if you're a director and schedule a meeting with each of these different exhibiting companies in order to be entered to win those drawings and those prizes. On each booth, there's specific time slots set up, 10-minute time slots from 10 to 3 on Monday to be able to complete those Directors AllAccess meetings as well as throughout the rest of the event. And then there's also the Exhibitor Scavenger Hunt. So as you click on the Exhibitor Scavenger Hunt button, you can see the different exhibiting companies participating in the Scavenger Hunt. And as Sarah mentioned, we've included a form on the homepage of the platform where you could go through and look for specific content and interact with these exhibitors in order to complete that form. And that form is located by going to the home button here, scrolling down, and you'll see this called the Exhibitor Scavenger Hunt Submission Form. And by clicking that button, it will open up an online form with those specific exhibitors listed and questions. And as you go through and submit this form by July 15th at 11:59 to be entered to win some great prizes. So you can check that out as well. And then the last thing that we wanted to show today are a few of the different other ways to network on the platform. There's discussion groups and attendee meetups that have been set up. So the discussion groups here are different ways that you can chat with attendees on focused topics. So if I click on School Chefs Unite, for example, I have the option to set up and interact with other school chefs using this, and I can chat a message here. I could click and share a picture from ANC or the photo booth. And as attendees participate in these discussion groups, you have the ability to react to each other's posts using some emojis here at the top. So definitely check out the discussion booths as your discussion areas as you're navigating the platform. And then also the attendee meetups. So these are scheduled events taking place throughout ANC to give you a chance to meet up and network. As they mentioned earlier, there's trivia, there's a fun pet talk event. So as you're looking through these different events, you can add them again to your schedule using this + icon here, and those will also be added to your schedule in the MyAgenda button. And then finally, the platform has so many great features, so many educational opportunities and networking options, but if you have any questions on how to navigate the site beyond this webinar today, there is a help desk available. So at any time, you can click on the help desk and we're available to chat with you. You can use this area here to chat us questions. You're welcome to send us a screenshot if you're seeing something on your side that you need help navigating, but we'll be available here in the help desk throughout the entire event, so feel free to reach out to us. And then the last thing to mention is the platform is mobile friendly, so you're welcome to use it on your laptop, computer, or another device, but there's also a mobile app that is available through the Apple Store and also for Android through Google Play. So the Apple app is available now and the Google Play app will be coming shortly, but so you have options whether you want to use the desktop version or the mobile version of the platform as well. So at this point, Sarah, I'm going to turn it back over to you for some Q&A and let me know if there's any specific questions on how to use the platform.
Yeah, thank you so much. So some questions did come in that would be great if you could address for the group. One is whether more than one booth rep can join a video call with an attendee.
It's a great question. So the time slots within the exhibit booths are for one-on-one meetings. So those will be one attendee to one booth staff. However, if you do want to do a group video call at a different point within the platform, you can do that from your message area here. So as you come to your messages, you'll see this button here to create a new message. And you can select up to 10 people participating in the event to add to that message. And then you'll just want to hit that video call button. And what that will do is start a video call with that group within the platform. So they're not necessarily at a scheduled time, but if that is important for your meeting, you do have the option to set up a group call.
Okay, great. One thing I also wanted to point out, I don't think I heard you mention it, but in order for a session to be evaluated, one does need to register or add that to their agenda. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So any of the sessions that you register for, so whether you add to your calendar or hit that blue register button, that will allow you, after you watch the session, to be able to provide a session evaluation. And where that will show up is here within your bell alert area. So when you click on that, you'll see I have a couple of them in here, but it will ask you to rate the session. And here's an example. You can give it a 1 to 5 star simple rating on your thoughts of the session, and then provide a comment, and that feedback will go back to the SNA team and hit send. And that will be the main way to provide evaluations within the platform.
Great. Someone just asked, what do they do if they did not receive an email from Swapcard with their link to sign in? And I think I know what you're going to say. First of all, it would be to probably check any spam folders, but if not, they can just go directly to the swapcard.com website, right? And then click on participant and put in your email address.
Yes, that's exactly correct. Just www.swapcard.com and click on login as a participant in the top right corner. And then the platform will recognize your email address that you used from registration and bring you into the ANC event.
Okay, great. Someone also just asked whether or not they can add themselves as a team member of an exhibitor booth. As long as you're registered within the CDS, which is our registration partner, as one of the exhibit booth personnel, you should go straight over into Swapcard and be connected to that exhibit booth. But if you're having any issues, you can email the meetings@schoolnutrition.org and we'll be happy to help you. Let's see what other questions I saw that might be good to. There was a question about whether people could search for sessions by just putting in like a keyword.
Yes, so there is a keyword option here on the top left here. And if you do use those keywords, it will help you refine the search by that keyword that you use.
Great. Jen, did you have any other ones that you saw that I may have missed?
I think just one thing that would be really good for Alyssa to show, can you show how the topic areas work in the target audience as well? So that people can see that they can search, there's actually pre-selected topics.
Yeah, definitely. So as you are back on the schedule button and are looking at all the different sessions, those filters here on the left, The two that Jen mentioned are topics and target audience. So if you click the little down arrow next to those, you'll see all of the different topics or target audience listed. And as you click on those, it will narrow down and refine the list of sessions. So you can see exactly which sessions are available related to leadership, for example. And then you can do the same thing here with the target audience. So if I'm a director and I want to see which sessions may be best for me to attend in that role, I can click on that option and then see those sessions filter down.
Thanks, Alyssa. And I would just point out to the audience that you want to do that by day. So on Tuesday, you might look at what's done by director or topic, and then you want to do that for Wednesday and Thursday as well. So just keep that in mind.
So Jen, I have seen a couple of comments or questions that are specifically kind of exhibitor related from the exhibitor side. And we will do our best to get to those or get to you afterwards. But I also want to point out that there is a webinar we did specifically for exhibitors that's available on our website that may answer a lot of these questions too. One question that came in that I think applies to both exhibitors and attendees is, will people receive email notifications for a personal chat or meeting request?
There are some email notifications that are sent out from the platform. They're mostly reminders if you've gotten a new alert or a new meeting that the platform hasn't seen that you've been able to go in and see yet. And then you can adjust those settings. So under your profile here on the top right, you'll see this settings button. And that is one of the options that you can manage for your profile. So you can choose, it will start with these checked, but you can decide if you want meeting reminders, if you want reminders for your connection requests that haven't been replied to, reminders for activities that haven't been seen. So again, that's in your settings and you have the option to either opt in or opt out of those.
Thank you. And I did see that Nita just put the link to the exhibitor webinar recording in the chat. So you can find that there. Someone asked, how do you log in after you've done the initial setup? So once you click on the link that you received or go to swapcard.com and put in your email, you'll be prompted to go ahead and create a password and then get access. So that's really all there is in terms of an initial setup. All right. Anything else, Jen?
One question that came in is how can attendees search for the app in the App Store? What should they search for?
So if they want to, are in the Apple App Store, they can search for the name of the app, which is SNA Virtual ANC. So if they go ahead and search that title, the app should come up, and you'll recognize it looks very similar to this platform with the blue and yellow graphics.
Thank you.
And it was asked, I think, by a couple of people whether or not this was going to be recorded and available later. And yes, it will be in about 48 hours. It will be available.
Those were all the questions that I think we got in.
Yeah. But as Alyssa said, if you have any questions about the platform specifically, there is the help desk. You're also welcome to email us at meetings@schoolnutrition.org. But yeah, this is just a great opportunity to go in and, like Jen said in the beginning, build your profile so that you can start making connections, start setting up appointments and, you know, exploring what booths you want to visit and what sessions you want to attend and build that agenda. Oh, sorry, one question here. This is a good one that just came in about, while we do have the appointment time set for 30 minutes, no, they do not. You don't have to be in there for 30 minutes. If you only need 5 minutes or 7 minutes, you can disconnect whenever you're done with your conversation. Okay, I don't see anything else.
So we just got in a question about how to reset a password.
So if you do need to reset your password, if you go to swapcard.com and try to log in, there is a button that allows you to reset or change your password, and it will send you a link to your email address in order to allow you to decide on a new password.
And if they continue to have any difficulty with that, can they reach out to you via the, well, I guess they would have to reach out via us, and then we would direct them to you.
Yes, that's correct. If you are continuing to have login issues, feel free to reach out to us and we'll work with you to troubleshoot those and get you into the platform.
Okay.
We just got a new question in. That's pretty interesting. Are all the features tailored for both the computer and other devices, or do you recommend using it on a computer?
Yeah, all of the features that we walked through today, the video calling, being able to watch sessions, all of those are available through the desktop version that I'm sharing today on my laptop, but also through the mobile app. So you are completely welcome to use either option to use all of those features. The one suggestion we would give is the platform does work best on Google Chrome or Firefox. So if you have either of those browsers, we would recommend using those. The only one that we would stay away from is Internet Explorer. That one can cause a little bit of issues.
Okay. Well, Alyssa, as always, you've done a great job walking through the platform. Thank you. Yeah, I think, you know, like I said, if any other questions come up, you know how to reach us.
Thanks, everyone. We hope you enjoy ANC.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.